Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Grassroots Racing Show.
Roger, we've been covering racing from the past couple weeks out of Springfield. We started the 5th season with a trade show out of Wichita. And then Mike Kraft, we used his footage from Springfield Raceway. Man, that was good racing. In-car cameras. Had 2 weeks of that, and that
Split
was
screen
fantastic.
and all, yeah.
It was fantastic. Mike made a trip for us out to about that same time frame, really. I don't know how he gets it all done, but somehow he finds a way. He went out to Arizona for the first annual Desert Thunder Nationals, I should say, at Storm Central Speedway in Arizona.
Casa Grande.
Casa Grande, yep. And it was good racing. And let's see, the classes they were running, ModLites.
And the PureStocks.
PureStocks.
A beautiful facility out there.
Yeah.
Anything that's out in Arizona is a scenery that we never see very often. It's just beautiful with the mountains and the sand, and people are very friendly, and there's no better place to be than Arizona in the winter.
No, you're exactly right, and that's why a lot of the racers gravitate towards that area. The ModLites, we actually run them here in Kansas. They run at Salina Speedway about 40, 50 miles from where we are right now.
Beloit as
good,
well.
Yeah, Beloit, really good racing. And you're going to enjoy it because it's just top flight racing from Arizona, thanks to Mike Kraft and the film crew for going to Arizona. Hope you enjoy that. When you come back from break, we're taking you to Arizona. Stay tuned.
Going to look to the inside on the 51. There goes Brendan Priest. Priest now going to move on to third in 51. Still down the back straightaway. Your race leader is Austin Keel, Cave Creek, Arizona. Down the back straightaway, Tyler Merrill second. Brendan Priest is third. Jim Hawk 4. And 5th right now is Eric Muse. That 3 car has raced his way to the top 5. Muse now in 3rd, or in 5th and 3, I should say. You've got a battle for the race lead, though, as the 88 of Tyler Merrill has run down. Your race leader, Austin Keel, they will battle up front. Down the back straightaway, now off turn number 4, down the front stretch. It'll continue to be Austin Keel, Tyler Merrill, 1-2. Have to wait and see how the points shape out. Looks like the PureStock A-Main and staging, they will be coming up next. Down the back straightaway, the 2K of Austin Keel with heavy pressure now from Tyler Merrill. Merrill looking to the inside at 88. Merrill trying to steal that top spot away, not quite yet. Just past the halfway point, working lap 11 of 20. Lap traffic will become a factor again. We're going to lose the 27 car off the racetrack, so Mike Evans' night is done. He will circle around, head back to the pit area. The 4 car of Aaron Holmberg looking to go a second lap down. He will. Down the back straightaway, though, still Austin Keel trying to run away from Tyler Merrill here with 7 to go. Working lap number 14, this time by 6 to go. Down the front straightaway, we'll continue to race here. Down the front chute, another car about to go a lap down, the 36 of Mike Smith. Austin Keel still your race leader. Merrill still second. Priest still third. Less than 5 to go, working lap 16 of 20 here. Top 3 now in a bunch here. We've got a car a lap down. We told you Smith just dropped a lap in 36. Couple laps to go here in the AMA ModLite, A-Main, PureStocks, X-Mods, and Modifieds. Final 3 races of the afternoon, the weekend of the 2014 racing season here at Central Arizona coming up. Down the back straightaway, Austin Keel still showing the way, trying to extend it a bit. Brendan Priest charging hard after Tyler Merrill's second place running spot with 2 to go, and a caution is out. We've got a couple of cars around the 14 of John Rivera and the 28 of Fred Donaldson. Rivera's around in the bottom of turn 2, Donaldson in the top of 2. And the caution is out here in the ModLite.
You're watching the Grassroots Racing Show.
Green, white, checkered the next couple laps around, working on lap 18 right now.
White flag, next lap.
Brendan Priest working to the outside. He swoops into turn 3, side by side with Merrill for second. There goes Priest. Brendan Priest working his way to the outside of Merrill. He'll go about a second. We're going to come to the white flag this time. White flag coming up this time. We'll see who gets it. Merrill going to drive deep into the turn. Now they're going to battle for the race lead with 1 to go. Here comes Priest. Cool Priest to the 88 of Merrill, duking it out in the final lap of the final race of the year. Down the back straightaway, who's going to get it? Into turn number 3. On to turn number 4, Brendan Priest. Take a look to the inside. Your winner at the line will be Cool in 2. Well, there it is. How about that? A great one for the AMA ModLites tonight. 5th will go to the 3 car of Eric Muse. 4th to the 116 of Jim Hawk. 3rd to the 88 of Tyler Merrill. 2nd to the 51 of Brendan Priest. What a run to come home 2nd and picking up the victory out of Cave Creek, Arizona. In the K1 Race Gear, Lucas Oil and Fastenal 2K, Austin Cool will win a thriller here in the ModLite. Caution lights are out. 20 laps the scheduled distance for this thing. Dingus Morrow and Art Lacey will be on the opening row. We'll be keeping an eye on the 1 and the 20X as well as a battle for that championship. Churchwell in row 3, Huffman in row 6 as we're set to come to green for the PureStock A main. Down the back straightaway, Art Lacey will get the jump on Morrow's 01 car. We'll see who leads the opening lap. Lacey trying to run through the middle of the racetrack, as is the 47 of Olney. Leader at the line will be Art Lacey by an inch in 2. Lacey in 2, Morrow in 01 side by side here at the start-finish line. Olney is 3rd. Churchwell already is there in 1. Good 4-car battle here at the front of the field. Down the back straightaway, Lacey still your leader, but not by much. Top 3 have driven off just a bit. Churchwell trying to run them down to make it a 4-car race for the lead. Down the back straightaway, Terry Churchwell under siege now. Morrow right there to the inside. Art Lacey, Churchwell, Morrow, and now here comes Olney. Olney to the outside in 47, just took a shot for the lead. Not quite able to get there. He will clear Dingus Morrow to 2nd now in the 47. Terry Churchwell will do the same thing in 1. Art Lacey, meanwhile, continues to be your race leader by a car length in 2, right through the middle of the racetrack. See if anybody able to sneak to the inside or the outside of the 2 car. He'll still lead at the line, this time by. Down the back straightaway, Art Lacey showing away, trying to stretch it out just a bit in 2. Olney is 2nd, Morrow is 3rd. We're going to have a car up in smoke. We've got a bunch of oil on the racetrack, and a caution is out. So the caution will wave here over Central Arizona. That is Jack Lacey's 2 Junior. Up in a big puff of smoke here on the top side of the first turn. Not going to make it all the way around to the pit, so we'll send somebody back there to push him the final distance back to his trailer. Art Lacey, meanwhile, showing the way up front in 2. Good battle here. Darren Olney in the 47, Dingus Morrow in 01, and the 1 of Terry Churchwell. Good racing here for the lead. See. will lead this Delaware double file restart back to the green. Ready to rock and roll this time by for Lacey in 2. Back to green we go. Art Lacey back to the lead of the 2 car. Darren Olney and Dingus Morrow, a good battle. Here comes Huffman now in 20. Michael Huffman, remember, in a battle here for the championship. He has cracked the top 5 now. He's down by 5 points on the car that's directly in front of him, so he needs to get by him and drive away to have a shot at winning this thing. We are working lap number 6 of 20 here for Art Lacey in 2. Down the front straightaway this time by Art Lacey by 4 car lengths. Now 3 car lengths here with the start-finish line. 47 of Darren Olney hanging on to second. Dingus Morrow third. Terry Churchwell 4. And Michael Huffman rounding out our top 5 runners here. Coming up on the halfway point of this thing here in just a couple laps.
This is Dan Wall with Fuels for Racing, and you're watching my favorite show, Grassroots Racing.
Darren Olney continuing to run down your race leader, Art Lacey. You may have a battle for the race lead here in a minute. Lacey continues to show the way. Olney is right there knocking on the door in that green 47. There goes Olney. Olney taking a look to the inside. Lacey left the door open for a minute. Shot down across the racetrack. He'll protect that lead. Olney going to sit there in that second spot, try to sneak by to the inside in 47. Down the back straightaway, Art Lacey by 2 car lengths. Olney second, Morrow third, Churchwell 4, Huffman 5. Just like they've been running, we're halfway through this thing. Working lap 11 of 20. Battle again for the lead. Down the back straightaway, we'll continue to work into 3 and out of 4. Good race for the lead. Olney trying to hang right with him. He's going to look again to the inside. 23 of Chuck Gronke up in a big puff of smoke. See if we can't get him off onto the infield. We will stay green for the time being. And we will not. A big puff of smoke. He may have some fire under there. We're going to check that. Make sure we get somebody over there to take a look. So the caution out for the second time here in our PureStock A main. Chuck Gronke's 23 and a big puff of smoke. 12 laps and 8 to go here in our PureStock A main. Battle for the race lead side by side now. Darren Olney jumping in there. Can he steal the lead? He had it to the line, but Art Lacey's took it back away. In the 2 car. Didn't see that coming on the restart. Lacey slamming the door. Back to the top spot. Remember that battle for the point title. Running 4th and 5th right now. Lacey still your leader, but only again to the inside in 47. Art Lacey, Darren Olney now. Dingus Morrow has gone to the outside. See if he can make something work up there. He's going to try it now. Only going to go up there as well. Well, we may have a second groove coming in here at the front of our PureStock A main. There goes Olney and Morrow. Olney and Lacey will battle for the race lead here. A little bit of contact. Down the back straightaway, Lacey again to the top of the racetrack. Dingus Morrow going to make it 3 wide for the lead. There goes the 0-1. Morrow going to try to make it 3 wide. Only thought better of it. And he dropped to the bottom of the racetrack. There's still 3 wide for the lead. Who's going to have it? It'll be Olney, I think, in 47. And Olney going to spin the 47. He got sideways, came back onto the racetrack. He'll stay green. We're all right. He's going to drop back to about the 8th spot here in the 47, but we'll stay green. Down the front straightaway still Lacey. Perry Duvall going to spin the 29. third yellow on lap 17 here. That's Perry DeWall's 29. He's backwards in turn 3. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Chris, we were just sitting down here and talking. The top 4 cars up until that yellow flag came out, those were the top 4 cars in last night's main event. Churchwell winning it, Dingus in the 01 second, Arthur Lacey took third, and Darren Olney in the number 47 wound up fourth. Olney getting on the bad side, that little tangle down there outside of turn number 1 dropped him back midway. He's got a number of spots to make up.
To the green here, a 3-lap shootout here in our PureStock AMA, and ready to wrap this one up. Art Lacey would love to get to the checkered with 3 to go. Art Lacey going back to the lead here in the 2-car. Morrow's right there in the 01. We'll see if he can make that middle groove come back in. He was running there very well a moment ago. 2 laps to go. The white flag will come out next time by. Dingus Morrow all over the back bumper of Art Lacey's 2. Now going to look to the inside. The 01's got to run to the bottom of the racetrack. Huffman and Churchwell side by side for the 4 spot now. Michael Huffman working to try to get towards the front of the field here in 20. White flag out one more time around for the PureStocks. Down the back straightaway, who's it going to be? Morrow right there to the back bumper of Lacey. Huffman and Churchwell side by side. Down the back straightaway, we'll see who gets there into turn number 3, Art Lacey. His race to lose now. Coming off turn 4, the checkered is out. Your winner, Art Lacey in 2. Well, there it is. The top 5 in your PureStock aim. 5th will go to Michael Huffman in 20. 4th will go to the 1 of Terry Churchwell. 3rd to the 15 of Speedy Madrid. 2nd to Dingus Morrow in 01. And picking up the win. Had a good race car last night as well. He'll roll into Central Arizona Speedway's victory lane here tonight. In that Auto Works Team Lacey number 2, your winner, Art Lacey.
Welcome back to Grassroots Racing. And now back to our host.
Welcome back to the Grassroots Racing Show. Hope you've enjoyed the good racing action from Desert Thunder Nationals at Central Speedway in Arizona.
Casa Grande.
Yeah, that's the town. And it was.
He can't pronounce it. That's why I have
Casa
to say
Grande. I can say Casa Grande. I can say tacos. I can say Sancho's.
Well, can you say what Mike Kraft said after he got back from that race?
No, not on television.
He said you can get your feet run over in the desert and it won't flatten your shoes. He'll go out to Arizona anytime.
And he had steel-toed boots on.
Oh,
So
maybe
you
that
should
was
have
the
done that.
difference.
You wouldn't have got caught in the aisles down at Lundine's Hardware here in Chapman. But
Where
that's
if
a
we
whole
don't
nother
have
story.
it, you don't need it.
That's right. That's what their motto is.
All right.
Well, congratulations to the PureStock feature winner. That was Arthur Lacey from Arizona. Matter of fact, the whole field looks like it was from Arizona, and that wouldn't be unusual because the PureStocks are a more inexpensive class of cars, so chances are somebody traveling from another state or long distance way, it would be unlikely they would make that trip. It'd just be almost cost prohibitive for the return.
5 out of the top 17 guys were from Coolidge, Arizona, which tells me they're very close to Casa Grande.
I would agree with you. The ModLite were won by Austin Cool, and really good racing in there. He beat Brendan Priest in a close finish in that race, and again the field was made up of mostly people from Arizona, and again you would expect that. The ModLites, I like that class, and it's a nationwide class. It's growing.
Very
Hope
fast
you've enjoyed
cars.
the racing from Arizona. Stay tuned for next week. There is exciting racing action every week on Grassroots Racing Show Night at the Track. You don't want to miss a single episode. If you miss any of the shows, be sure to look us up on Facebook or at grassrootsracing.org.